UTB community, what's up? It's your host with the most, Vinny Mac. I'm with my co-host. Introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm here. It's great.
What's up, y'all?
Stefan in the building.
Yes, sir. We got one of our hosts on Black People Time. So he'll be here when he be here. You'll know. But and then our other guest talking all that mess in the chat. He didn't even show, so here we go. The Amigops. You know? So what's our first subject of the day?
Before we start, I just want to say I was getting hyped up saying it was going to be a showdown between me and a certain person, 49ers gang, fantasy king, queen, whatever you want to call it this week. And he ain't even show up. Trying to call me out. I've only had 2 bad seasons since we started this thing.
Oh my goodness.
And I was just in the playoffs last year.
He talking reckless.
Don't call out greatness. I will be back soon. All right, now we can start the podcast.
Shots fired early in the podcast. Early in the podcast.
I hope I was talking loud enough to where everybody heard that. Go ahead, Vinny.
No, you see the frequencies.
Okay, we're good.
So let's start here. Los, what happened?
Hey man.
You were 1 game out of the playoffs. You know, your team probably one of the most solid teams.
Highest scoring team in the league.
Highest scoring team in the league, as Stephon would say. What made you just be like, you know what? C4, I'm blowing it up.
Just dismantle this thing, man.
Let us hear your vision, as you say, as you would say.
I'm gonna channel this guy here, UTB community. You got to see the vision, my brothers. I don't know, man. I dropped too many close games or too many games that I should have won. That I didn't feel confident going into the last part of the season. So I just decided, man, the trade deadline is in 5 days. I don't have a first and a third for next year, so I'm going to just see what I can get for the players I have. I do have quality players. I did have a great team, but it just seemed like it wasn't clicking on the days that it should have been clicking. And there's just there's just too much power out there right now. Because if I get into the playoffs, because I'm in 8th, I dropped from 5th to 8th. And if I was to get back into the playoff scene, I mean, there's just too much heat out there. So, it just all came down to me not feeling. I didn't think I had the team, man. It looked good on paper. It was producing, but at the same time, I think my points, the points against was 100 points less than my points for. So it was people was having just record days. Just like last week, Dean had. Jonathan Taylor's been doing
terrible the whole season.
And then
he said not against
week,
Lowe's.
You know what I mean? Last week he just had a 60-yard run, and you know what I mean. So I was like, man, I ain't gonna miss out on. I'm not gonna go into the draft next year without my first and third, and then be looking like Stan this year and just. Floating above 14. Just floating above 14 spot.
Oh my goodness.
Because realistically, last is he might win this week. He's gonna put you in last place.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just doing what I wanted Fat Boys be here to do. Okay.
Oh my
goodness. But I hear what he's saying, but that's not why I'm down. I'm down because of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Keenan Allen has not been playing all year.
Facts.
Yep, that's true.
The running back from Pittsburgh. Can't even think of his name right now.
Harris.
Even though they're telling me because he hasn't been doing what he's supposed to be doing. I purposely didn't say his name because he hasn't been that person that we expected him to be. Jameis Winston was supposed to have a big season coming off injury.
He didn't even play.
Not even in. He played for the first couple weeks, but he was up and down. So it's that's what it was with me, was everybody whose potential was supposed to be there, they didn't reach it this year. It wasn't because of my positioning, because a lot of us were at the draft just Is it my turn yet? All right, cool, y'all got it. Is it my turn yet? All right, cool, y'all got it.
Yeah. But I mean, that, all in all, that's just my reasoning about it. I didn't want to go in with my pants half down. You know what I'm saying? Ready to not have the picks to get the players that I wanted for next year. So.
But you look at Stan. Stan won his ships by being the worst ship to get into the playoffs. He did the New York Giants twice. I seen it. Just to make sure, just at least to limp in and get that, just that hot streak to kind of go through it with your 2 running backs and your tight end.
Yeah.
They, those 3, which especially with Kelsey, he's going to give you 20, 30 points.
That's true.
And so with that,
I'll say this: I'm not used to winning in this league. Okay, so this is all new to me. So my thing is just to let me just
keep it up.
Yeah, let me just see.
Stay in that spot.
Reassess what I'm doing here. You know what I mean?
Honestly, that was my thing with you. We've had multiple conversations about it. I'm like, bro, sometimes you just gotta wait it out. Like hot streaks happen. You had a team that could get in the playoffs and win like 2 or 3 games straight. And your first game would have been like, who's in the playoffs right now, Shanika or Dean?
Mm-hmm.
That would have been your first game because, like, let's say David or Marcus would have got that top spot. Phil would have got the other top spot. They got buys, so you wouldn't have to worry about them until
you would have to play either Scotty or he would have to play the second round because he's going to be one of the last people sneaking up in there. So he would have to play one of the highest rollers. For me, I can understand where he's coming from because I was in that same boat last year. I had made some trades to get nasty. I had a trade for Kelsey and somebody else. And I was like, man, I'm looking nice right now. And then Derrick Henry went down. And so I was like, you know what? Can this team carry me without Derrick Henry? And so, like, right after that, I blew it up. So I can kind of see, like, just looking ahead at, like, is it going to be worth trying to get into this playoffs, getting put out the first round, and then going into the draft next year with nothing, picking in the 4th. So I can kind of feel that.
But also I had my receivers have been a little shaky too because Michael Pittman was good.
Thank goodness for that.
And then he just obviously with the quarterback change, he just hasn't been doing what I thought what he did at the beginning of the season, really, because he was scoring 30 points, 20 points, 3-point game here or there. But and then Juju, he's had a concussion. Like he just started getting hot, and then he went. Now he's out today. You know what I mean? So, and then Mike Evans, he's solid. You know what I mean? Mike Evans doing what he does, but so that too was just like, man, I gotta get a solid I gotta get a solid receiver. But yeah, I mean, what's done is done. All in all, now next year, if I do this, you know what I'm saying? I got the picks. I got I'm poised to be up there again next year. So I just gotta just take what I get next year. And this is the first time I've traded picks too. Traded away my picks too. So I was just feeling like, man, I gotta get these back, bro. I don't like this feeling. I don't like being down already.
So speaking of next year, me and Icky Ricky was talking, and this dude is loaded for next year. Like, loaded for next year. And I was like, man, if you don't make it to the playoffs or if you blow your team up again next year, does that put you in the fat boy boat as one of the worst GMs in the league right now? I just want to see what your guys' opinion is on that, because this dude went from the greatest team to blowing it up to having the whole loaded team again. And if you can't make it work with this next year, with this draft, with the picks you got, it's just like, man, like, what, Fat Boy hasn't made the playoffs in 10 years being in UTB?
Yeah.
10 years?
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever made it.
He's never made the playoffs. Yeah.
Well.
You about to be amongst him.
Ricky's made the playoffs.
I was going to say, hold on. I'll be a little bit above him.
But he's stacked right now, and that would be him giving up his, 2 years in a row.
You're right.
And Fat Boy's draft has never been this stacked.
No, absolutely. And I'll agree with that to where, if I don't win or if I'm not competitive, unless the injury bug, which I hope that doesn't happen. But yes, if I'm not competitive, I don't know what to do. I'll be speechless. I'll look at him. I'll be here on the podcast just looking at him. Like, what do you expect for this season?
Coming in week for week, just man, what's up? It's Rick here.
You might as well call me the Oakland Raiders. I'm Joshua Daniels. I'm just going to change my name to Joshua Daniels because I can't make good teams work at this. So that's the hard part.
I mean, I'm right up there with you. You know what I'm saying? If I do the same thing too, I might be. I mean, I was in it the first year, went to the championship, and then I just got booted to the bottom since then. So I'd be down there too, considered one of them.
I really haven't. Have you done anything since the Ricky rule?
Since the Ricky rule,
because that's when you had that amazing team, right?
That got benched.
Yeah. Hey, I was in an amazing team. That's when I had the amazing Jamal Charles. I remember because the week before I was getting the last, and I was like, I'm about the playoffs. And then that was the day he had like a 76 point game, and I was like, I'm back. I felt good, and I was like, okay, we in this. And then but ever since then, I made playoffs a couple of times, but never got back to that ship.
That's the thing too, not to go back on it, but just to go back on it real quick. Last week, my defense scored 80 points, and I scored 200 total. That means my team put up 120 points. 120 points is not going to beat Scotty. It's not going to beat Vinny. You know what I'm saying? Like, because New England's not going to put up 80 points every week.
Back.
So I looked at that too in consideration. I was just like, ooh man, 120 to go these damn players. You know what I mean? Like.
That's why it's a team, though. The team effort. I gotta do this one down, and like I said, you got the number one scorer in fantasy that Josh Allen was going.
I'm in justification mode right now. Okay, I'm gonna bring out everything I can and throw at y'all. Right?
It's not like you had Russell Wilson. You had a good quarterback in the end. I had one to hope to show. Like, can you throw something? Anything?
Anything?
Talking about Russ?
I felt that.
Yeah. Out of all my players, I got trade offers for. Russ, I got one. I got one from Leon, but as Leon says, since we spit in his face, he got to spit ours as well. So, the offer I got from Leon for Russ, it was just kind of disrespectful.
Was it though? Was it though?
Okay, sure. It wasn't disrespectful. It was just because I'm a named person. At least your name on some kind of way.
Was it though?
Yeah, he did his Leon specials and offered his 7th. Not like everything.
That might have been a good That might have been actually a good trade offer.
Details and stuff.
I talked to Russ, and on YouTube he kept on saying, "Let's ride," and I was like, "Yeah, let's ride." He wrote us off a cliff.
He said, "This is my first time riding, right?"
He said, "I used to fly this a horse. This is a lot different."
Oh, snap.
So yeah, I don't know.
So the infamous McNasty, let's make a deal, you know what I'm saying, has walked into the door.
Yeah, man, my apologies for being late.
So man, what's on your mind, man? How you feeling?
Man, Nuke Hopkins, man.
What's up?
With the tightness, man. With the tightness in the hammy, so then I didn't really play Amari. I see Amari got his little tub right real quick, little 40-yarder. And I was going to put both of them. And I was like, you know what? I'll still roll with Nuke, and then I put Olave in. But outside of that, man, I feel good about my squad, man. I feel like we got enough depth to overcome situations that may arise. Hopefully they don't. It's just going to come down to health and luck, you know what I mean? So
Like always.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then what my defense could do, I don't know what the Raiders are doing just yet, but, I try to throw some offers out there. I feel like, people were taking the same offers I already sent them, i.e. Lowe's. You know what I mean? I sent them a 7. He's like, nah, bro, for Mike Evans. I was like, it was a 6. It was a 6 at first. I'll be real about it. At first, I was like a 6. I was like, man, nobody wants Mike Evans. So then I went to a 7. And then he said, what about the 6? He's like, I don't need nothing else with that. And I'm like, bro, like, dude, you need to take somebody off my team, bro, because I got to drop somebody anyways. It's not about that. And then he said, nah, man, I need like a 5th or a 4th or something like that.
I sent you back a 6. And you were like, you upped the pick on me. And I said, no, you sent the 6. You're like, no, I sent the 7.
Yeah, because I had a 6 and I deleted myself.
You didn't
and
send
then
that back.
I sent the 7 to you.
No, you didn't.
I swear there was like a 7th that you rejected it. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, man, I see Mike Evans go. And I was like, huh? I said, Vinny got me again, man. He said, well, that's a good trade. Let me go see if I can get a 7 somewhere else. and so, no, that's probably what it was. He said, what's the best I won't get? Huh?
For you, I need 2 7s.
Exactly. And then that leads me to the Josh Allen thing, man.
That's a segue into that.
This dude asked for 3 third-round picks.
I heard that.
I'm like, dude, you're not going to get a first and stuff like that. So this dude had to start begging, and then you know who picked up the line? Last. Last said, ooh, Josh Allen.
Shanika.
No, he took it and did.
We know who took it. We know who took it.
He started calling him out. Last said, ooh, my phone keep going off. He said, ooh, Mom, we got this. Josh Allen for it first. We never going to get that. And then when, you know what I'm saying, he did that, the next thing you know, he said, well, while we at it, he said, take Devontae Smith on first. I was like, what is going on out here?
Or it was the vice versa play.
You know?
Was his first trade
Exactly.
I
can slide mine in there too. She gonna come to the draft like, what? I got a second, third? Dude, to my 4.
That's what I was telling Ricky. I said, dude, this dude last gave Travis Etienne to Scotty for 10. And then raped his mom for a 4th with Devontae Smith. I said, dang. I said, that's what you call tough love out there. That's what you call tough love out there.
Yeah, man, you need that 4.
He said,
man.
no, Mom.
I done held me down a couple times when I wasn't doing it right. You know?
That's crazy.
And then I was trying to get this Mark Andrews, but Rick did say he had a 4th already, so he was being transparent. But I was like, man, let's see if this 4th goes through. It sure did go through. So.
I didn't know he was going. I didn't know he was trading Mark Andrews, but I still would rather have Travis Kelce than.
Yeah, you got nasty out the deadline.
Yeah.
And then the last thing was what really got me when Los asked me for a 3rd. I was like, okay, you want 3 thirds, but you just gave away McCaffrey and Barkley for a 2nd and a 3rd.
That's what I was saying too.
I'm like, bro, why is the price tag so high for me? I'm like, I can see 2.
Because we sharks.
You know what I mean?
Bro,
And then the crazy thing is, he won 3 thirds, but he was giving me the 12, 13, 14th. And I'm like, you just gave up the 2nd and 3rd, and then you gave up 8th and a 9th. I was like, bro, is this the Vinny rule or something against me, bro? Like, what is going on out there?
Nah, dude, because he was trying to get me too. I said, man, I'm good. Because I was trying to get Josh Allen and Travis Kelce. Man, I said, hey, man, I'll throw you like a 1st and a 4th. And he was like, nah, the lowest I can go for Kelce is a 3rd, and you ain't got one, so I need that 2nd. I said, bro, I'm not giving you a 1st and a 2nd for. I was like, you trying to rape your boy? I said, I don't even got no. I'll be picking in the 5th round. I was like,
For Josh
I was like, man,
Kelce.
I just
give up. Upgrades my team.
I'll just give a 2nd round pick, dude. I was like, bro, first this dude was trying to get your boy, and I was like, man.
The heat first, you know what I mean?
So that's the one thing, man. It's just like I just feel like the asking price for me it'd be super high, and then when these trades go through, I'm like, bro, this is what I was pretty much arguing.
But what did I say at the end of our conversation? What did I tell you? I said if I don't move them by tonight, I'll give them to you for 2 thirds.
You took a 3rd off.
You would still be shouting the 3rd.
But you just gave away Straquan and McCaffrey essentially for a 2nd and a 3rd, only one each.
But doing that,
I couldn't get a 1st.
In doing that dude ruined JT next year, bro. JT, I don't think he drafted until the 6th next year. This dude traded everything.
And then go to
I'm not sure.
I don't know if he has a 3rd.
Didn't he have 2?
He traded what you call it for who did he get? He traded somebody for a receiver. And he traded his third.
He had 2 because when I traded him, he had 2.
I was like, man, I was just talking to this dude at work. He said, yeah, man, I ain't gonna trade nobody else. He said, I just want to at least have a second. I was like, yeah, man, that's good.
He was going back and forth all day for that too.
I said, oh my goodness. I said, this dude ain't got no picks.
I had to talk him up to a second because he was trying to give me 2/3 for me too. I'm like,
man, if I knew you was letting Christian McCaffrey go for a third.
Facts.
Second.
What's funny though is I was talking to this dude on the phone, and I was like, with Scotty, like, cause you always have that look. We don't know if you're trying to get somebody or if it's a straight up deal. So it's like people always got that. What is Scotty really up to? What is Let's Make a Deal really up to with this trade?
I don't trust Scotty as far as I can throw him.
What you mean, man? I be throwing good deals out there, bro. My deals be solid, bro.
I don't trust Scotty as far as I can throw him. And I can't throw him at all. So.
Scotty playing without Los, but Scotty knows the rules of Scotty. He just got to ask for the same trade multiple days, and one day they'll say yes.
No, look.
He
wasn't persistent enough.
He wasn't.
He sent me. Who'd you send me? He sent me somebody, and I was like, nah, send me it again. Nah. The next time he sent me it was Josh Allen for a 5th.
Hey, dog, you keep asking me. The price is going up.
I said, I'm not giving you more $5. What you talking about? I was like, we were just talking about this player. He's like, no, I'm taking that 13th off you, though. I said, oh my gosh, Scotty. I said, no, man.
Scotty's initial deals is really different from what you really trying to I guarantee that. So you just gotta make sure that fire print is kind of put in. Those trades are solidified. That's it.
Looking at every single line. Okay, what does this say? Okay, what am I giving? Oh,
Scotty's a catcher at the plate talking about fastball, nope, screwball, nope, fork, nope. We gonna get it, curve? Yep, you want the curve? All right, throw it in here.
I'm just saying, bro, man. He kept playing hardball. I'm like, bro, like, there was no other buyers for him until he got last on the line. So, but hey, that's all it takes is one buyer. So he did his job. So I can't be mad when he got through. I'm like, but I literally was talking to Ricky, and that shit went through. I said, man, Sneaker don't make trades. So I'm like, there's nobody there. Vinny just got Kelsey.
Why you back down? He got Stafford for a 3rd, and then Denny.
He got Stafford for like a 12th. Like,
no, he got it. Nobody flipped him for a 3rd.
Oh, yeah. He got him for a 12th.
Dude.
That's a good dude, man. That's a good dude.
That's all I'm saying, bro. I was going down the list. I said, Stanton's done. Winter's coming. Already got 3 quarterbacks. Leon, he already been trying to get it, so he's done trying to get for Josh Allen because he was trying to do all these picks with him. And then I was like, okay. Then Vinny, he just got Kelsey. David ain't got one. JT ain't got one. So I was like, there ain't nobody left, really. So he's going to have to come back. And then I was like, look at him being like Keith Sutton here, just begging. He said, no. He said, Shanika, just look at my trade, please. Look at my trade. I was like, look at him begging. And then she said, a deal has been made. I was like, what? We have it.
Last see the backside when she said, the text. She was like, that's me.
What is it?
He said, let's move.
He said, let's move. He said, Autobots were out. He said, we're going to get this championship. Then Ricky texted, he said, hey, I see you last. You said, mine is this year and I'm next year. And he said, yeah, that's right. I said, no, you ain't going to like that message, dude.
Bro. That's why I said I cannot wait to see what his team is next year. Last man, if you don't get it, if you're gonna be here with me. We're gonna talk about the failures of our team 2 years in a row.
Like, man, this next year's draft, there's gonna be so many people's team that's loaded, bro. What? You got 1,000 picks. Ricky got 1,000 picks. Los got what, 4 or 5 picks in the top two rounds.
I got 4. 1 and 3, 2.
Fat Boy got top 4.
Two
Yeah.
Don't Leon got one?
Nah, Leon traded for traded the first and the second for
so Dean's team got a couple too.
Yeah, Dean got 4 picks in the top 4, and he's still in the playoff run. Mm-hmm. I think Dean got the nastiest, to be honest with you, because if he still makes the playoffs, that's crazy.
Sure is.
Even though he's trying to get a receiver of his life depending on it, but hey, he sneak up in there, man. Anything can happen.
Facts.
So I said, team gotta get hot, baby. I should just sit down and hope my players do something. mess up a few seasons like Scotty's today. Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope not mine. That's what I was about to say. Hopefully not mine, big dog.
I was talking to on the text, and Los kept on saying, "Fat boy, I don't want to win, so you can get that number 1 overall pick." I was like, "Why?" That boy in the same position as Laz. You know he gonna pick up. He might pick up Brandon Ayuk with the. Brandon Ayuk was chopping last year. What you mean?
Debo.
So you might want Fat Boy to be that number 1 pick. That should be him, Laz, and then we gonna have some good drafts.
I see Fat Boy's brother love their teams. They always gotta get somebody for their team. You can't pull them off at that point.
That dude, just all he watches is 49ers, dude. I said, you don't watch any other news. That boy was practicing well.
Especially when we did that pick this year. He's like, what, Josh Gray? I was like, who is that?
That dude ain't even
Josh Gray.
Gray something.
Something only Fat Boy.
Man. So let's make a prediction. What do you guys think that the seeds are going to be going into this playoffs? So I think right now it's
Winter Cummings first.
Winter Cumming.
David's second. Scotty's third.
Dean's fourth.
So Shanika's
I'm fifth.
You're fifth. She's sixth.
Yeah. What do you guys think this?
I think, of course, when it's coming, I think he's going to finish out. Because there's maybe 3-4 more games left?
Somewhat good.
And his good with Sneaker's team.
So I think when it's coming to pull off that
JT.
there. And he could possibly be there on 1 seed. Just with his team there.
They end up with 13.
Yeah. I want to say a couple of teams got a whole lot better. You know, they just hasn't been on that winning streak of that division. Leon's team, pretty solid team. JT, he did his rebuild team. He took his engine out a couple of times with his team and just keep on rebuilding. So keep going, bro. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Interesting matchup next week. Let's make a deal in David's squad. That's going to decide that division.
Oh, yeah, that is nasty. Like, he need that. But, you know.
We got to worry about this week right here versus
Exactly. Because
WTF happened, but it seems like they changed their name to something totally different. See Division. My brother.
That was close.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll play that brother. I see him. Okay. So you got on board with the vision, huh? I was about to change my name, man, real quick, man. But the trade deadline is over with, so I'll change it next year, man. I got a new name, man.
What's old boy's name from Avengers?
Vision?
Vision?
I need that picture now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's going to be probably around the same. Big Phil, Dave. I'm going in order 1 to 6. Big Phil, Dave, Scotty. I'll probably take Vinny at 4, and then put Shanika and put Shanika at 5, and then I'm really rooting for Leon, man, to get in. So I'm gonna put him at 6.
Yeah, he got an uphill battle to win. If he wins against me this week, then that's gonna help him out a lot.
But then Winter Cumming, I feel like he got the tough road ahead of too, though, because right now he's playing Shanika's team, who he's projected to beat right now, by the way. Then next week he has, who did I say? He has JT, so then that's on JT's playoff run right there too.
Yeah, because JT coming down close to it.
Yeah, and then after that he has Vinny in week 13. And then week 14, he got a gimme game and Stan, but you never know. But you never know, man. The mob. But you know, sometimes the mob he shows up though. You know what I mean? But
Like today.
yeah, exactly in person. but you just never know though. So the mob might have something up his sleeve. You know, he just ain't got no quarterback that week, so he's gonna have to figure that part out. But he got Jared Goff running, but yeah, you never know what Tyler Lockett could do, and what's that boy? Amar St. Brown. So
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a one to watch is Big Phil's team too because it's so close, and then at the same time it knocks the other people out like JT's run. So he did all that trade. Who I'm hoping he gets knocked out. To be honest with you,
Bro, JT getting knocked out, that hurts, bro.
That's bad.
I'm not sure what he kept trading for or kept asking for and stuff because I'm like, aren't you like 11th place? I mean, you could make a run for sure, but I was like,
he'll get this
10th place. But
yeah, he'll get this week versus Fat Boy, so that'll give him a win.
But the thing is that he traded some of his strongest players to get your players. I was like, dude, he doesn't care about the players. Why would you give him Deontay Foreman or Foreman and what you call it? Yeah.
I almost said, bro, just send me the thing. I was like, I ain't gonna go back.
I keep on telling every time we talk to this dude at work, I'm like, bro, why are you trading so much stuff? Like your team is solid.
It's the hustle, man.
He passed through Etienne. He passed through Justin Fields right now.
Yeah.
Monster. And just
It's the hustle.
he just can't help
He
it.
can't help it, bro. He said, man, he said, I don't feel right unless I'm trading.
I need to say trade.
People are telling us, they're like, bro, you don't need to trade anymore. But
So what does
Yeah.
what does the league look like now with no more trades, no more trade talk? What's that gonna look like? It's gonna be like, hey, drop him, let me pick him up.
we're gonna see whose team is real.
This is a little bit shorter this year, isn't it?
No, it's the same. It's always been the same. It's just we had the 2 IR spots. I don't know, man. It like I said, JT's gonna be an interesting one because he has an uphill battle with Leon, and then he's playing 2 playoff teams with 2 gimme games. You know what I'm saying?
JT?
JT, yeah. So, because he got Fat Boy this week, but then next week he has who was it? Winter's Coming. So that's a good one right there. And then after that, he got WTF, which is a gimme one.
What you mean?
That's the gimme game right there. And then he finishes off with Benny.
He talking.
I like how he said it. My man says it so casually, like we're not saying it.
Like he's like, now you know.
That's a gimme game. He stands a gimme game.
Speaking of my picks, like, yeah, this is a gimme game. I mean, last week, man.
I'm saying, man, I hope I
tried. Once I was like, I got this. Lost.
Yeah. So when you're looking at that thing, you say, "Oh, this should be an easy win." Then your team don't score no points.
That's why I said should be. The disclaimer should be. Yeah, like, but then he finished off with Benny at the end, so you know what I mean. Can he get through
over here? Vinny said there ain't no gimmies over here.
Man, sometimes my team play good, sometimes they don't, man.
Yeah, and he's 2 games back, so he has to win out to really jump in that mud. So what's he gonna do? It's gonna be the question, man.
Mm-hmm. That is the question: to win or not to win. Mm-hmm. And I need Josh Allen to throw some passes because they are playing terrible right now.
4 more weeks, yeah.
We got 4 more weeks left into the playoffs. So.
Then he has Dean, week 13, and then week 14 he has home of the Braves. So that's a tough one too, right there for David.
Yeah.
Scotty, Dean, and Leon. So.
Especially because Leon's beating me right now, and he doesn't even have Tyreek, Waldo, whatever his name is, and the running back from the Seahawks.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. Why is Taysom Hill want to get off when I trade him?
I like that Leon.
That's crazy.
Leon love his double players. Like he has
just sacking
Cleveland backfield, and then now you got the receiving court.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Somebody's gonna get off.
Oh, did they bench Andy Dalton?
Looks like it.
I need to get there.
Hold on, they bench Andy Dalton.
No, he comes back in. He's in
dude, he's in shotgun, bro. He's in shotgun. He's in shotgun.
This is the luck I've been having this year.
Then he bringing famous James, man.
Famous James is worse than Andy Dalton. Oh, okay, he's.
I told you going back and forth.
He just took his spot.
They're going back and forth.
This is not college. I don't understand what the Saints be doing. This is not college. I can see when you do that on the goal line.
Well, because it's been working when they had Drew Brees.
But
You know what I mean?
different because Drew Brees is accurate.
Yeah, of course. But
Okay.
Because like, they're running the same type of play, so it's not like the defense is getting a different.
Yeah, it's not like, but like when Taysom Hill comes in, they think he about to run,
Exactly.
and he still threw an inaccurate pass, so it's
He
crazy.
started 3 running backs this week.
I had to because I didn't know if Kyler Murray was going to play or not, and I'm not trying to wait until Monday night to be like, oh snaps, I got to start Colt McCoy,
Yeah.
and I don't even think Colt McCoy's in the free agency, so I would have just been done.
How to take that one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man,
Because I would have took out Dameon Pierce because that Washington defense, they looking nasty all of a sudden. Yeah.
Get into that playoff.
But he can. That's what I said. His receivers can score 80 points.
Who's that?
Leon's.
Yeah. Like, that's not a bad receiver core to have both of them on the same team. Like,
Especially
they're top 5 in the NFL right now, you know, with the yak. And I ain't saying this to him, but the yak yards, bro. It's like, one is going deep, and one's going to look like me and Vinny and Turkey, bro.
Hey, Scotty, you know what to do.
He said, hey, I'm tired, so you going deep, I'm going short.
It's usually Tyreek goes short.
But he goes short and then take it for 60 yards.
60
That's what I
yards.
mean, yeah.
His
He'll go
acceleration.
short, and then he'll go long.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like, damn.
Yeah, because they're talking about he's on path to beat Calvin Johnson's season record right now.
Without no deep passes.
With no deep passes.
His deep passes be floating.
Yeah.
Like,
He slows down and wait for it.
Yeah. It's like, bro, if they have somebody that can, like, imagine if Patrick Mahomes had both of those dudes, bro.
You know the crazy thing is they wanted to draft Justin Herbert, but the owner was like, no, and that's when the brother who was there was like, nah, man, y'all just want to tank and all this other stuff. Is that Chris Olave? Damn, that's Johnson.
I got him on my team. Man.
On the bench though, right?
On the bench.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, my
On
gosh.
the bench.
That's what he should have threw it to. Look, Jalen Ramsey always get mad when he get toasted. Like, Jalen, play some better defense, bro. Kamara was wide open, dude. Look at that. Throw him the ball. Damn.
We got Coop on the bench.
Dang, dude. I need Taylor Heineke not to throw the ball to Terry McLaurin because he is getting off right now.
Mm-hmm.
He said only person he passes is just like me and Scotty and that too. He said, Terry, are you open or not? He said, if not, it's just going to be an interception. I don't care.
What y'all think about Dame's team?
Dude.
Sneaking in. No?
This dude beat me last week
Go
with
on.
127 points. My team scored 105 because Scotty going to wait until 9:59 to tell me that Kyler Murray wasn't playing. He said, hey, I don't want to hate, but Kyler Murray ain't playing. I said, oh, no. And then I said, dude, the game's done started already. He said, I told you. I didn't know you did.
No, dude. It was like maybe 9:45.
Nah, dude, it was not no 9:45 because I would have been able to change him. I couldn't
You
change
did
it.
change him because you picked up the Colts dude. I was like, hey, you gotta grab Colt McCoy, and then you was like, nah, let me go to the Colts. You know what I mean? Sam.
No, because Colt McCoy wasn't in there.
Colt McCoy was in there. I told you he was in there. And then you was like, nah, let me go to Sam Ellinger. And you like, hold up, Sam Ellinger ain't getting no points right now. I said, look like he ain't started. No, they said Matt Ryan wasn't gonna start the rest of the year. I said, look like he's getting busy right now.
They hate on him.
I was telling Vinny the crazy part about it the week before. Sam Ellinger gave Vinny more points than he gave me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a bloodbath out here. Dude. Oh, and of course their defense want to get a shutout when I'm playing against Leon, who, I don't know how he got, oh yeah, I cut him.
He has Washington defense, right?
Yeah.
He's playing
He said, I don't know how. Oh, yeah, I cut him.
So he's playing Washington's defense versus the Washington fan?
Mm-hmm.
So
And Terry McLaurin.
This is going to be a very interesting matchup this
And
week.
Terry
This
McLaurin. I think they got like 40 points right now.
Y'all's got a tight race going on projection-wise.
Dude. Nah, if Josh Allen's going to have to start getting busy in the second half, I need to score another touchdown.
So Vinny, let me ask you this then.
Ask me.
4 games left.
Mm-hmm.
You're number 5.
Mm-hmm.
How many games do you think you have to win to secure a spot?
I think I'll have to win. How many games are left?
4.
Including today's.
I think I'll have to win 2 more, maybe. If I can beat Leon, and I can beat who else is there? JT? No. No, if I beat Leon and Dame loses this week, then I won't feel any pressure. But
You got 49ers game next.
Huh?
49ers game next.
Who?
You.
Yeah, if I can beat Dame's team, if Dame teams loses and I beat Leon this week, then I'll feel comfortable. But as far as if none of them produce, if I lose to Leon's team this week, then I'll have to win out after that. If I lose to Leon's team, I'll have to win out because Leon's like right on my heels. And Dame probably would have passed me up if he wins this week. So
And Dame,
He's
guess
got-
who's day player?
Last. Oh, the should be a win.
Dang, this dude Stan projected 123.
For everyone that couldn't see that, I just put up a middle finger to Ricky.
Oh my
We
goodness.
know who Dame's playing.
Yeah.
So, Dame is about to win today.
This dude took out. Taylor Heineke only got 2 points anyway.
Dalton just got a touchdown.
Jared Goff got 3.
Yeah, he's about to go on my list of not getting drafted again.
Ooh.
Golf.
But he was doing so good in the beginning.
I know.
He's like, look at this, guys. Look at me.
Garrett Wilson, huh?
Yeah.
I got Goff and Almond Ross St. Brown.
Bro, they're up and down over there at the Jets, too. Because there's one time where he had an amazing game, and then he just zeros.
So you pretty much need Philly's defense to pick it up. Because they only got 13 points right now.
But Philly is looking bad right now against the Colts.
Yeah.
Somebody exposed them, the Commanders.
But they picked up Ndamukong Suh. That's supposed to help. That's supposed to help them. But yeah, everybody was saying that the Colts might be able to dominate these dudes just because Jonathan Taylor in their run game is much better than our run game, and we went off on them. Probably Jonathan Taylor.
So he's trying
I'm
to tell
saying.
people he's
63 yards and a touchdown.
63 yards and a touchdown already?
Was that 63-yarder?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they still can't stop the run.
They're giving the ball like that. Well, I see our quarterback. I see who we throw to. You are our best option.
Yeah, that's not looking good. I need Josh Allen to do something, bro. That dude, Lowe's traded him just in time. Look, he throwing it to nobody. Ain't even nobody right there.
Showcase him everything.
You know how it is second half of the season, man. It comes down to your running game, man. Yeah, if you can't have no running game, bro, it hurts. And look, he's trying to take L hits after hits now.
He gonna cry in the car.
What
Boy.
do you think
He tried to tap him up.
My bad, dog. And when people when people do that, like somebody try to dap you up and you just leave them hanging, it looks like the other person always get mad. So just expect Myles Garrett to be back up in that backfield again.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. They're looking bad though, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't even.
I think, man, they're not playing their element. They're usually outdoors, and they have that home court advantage. Right now, they're in Detroit in the dome, so defense is a lot faster in the dome. So
They were saying that Cleveland fans was all piling there because Cleveland's a little bit closer.
yeah. So it's like a home game for Cleveland being inside. So let me make that 8-hour drive. Don't mind if I do.
and it's not cold.
Exactly.
T-shirts.
He said room temperature.
They bring the paint.
He said,
Color my chest for me.
I don't even need a jacket.
That was a terrible open field.
It
tackle.
was.
Yep, now Josh Allen's about to get rolling now.
Tight end one else in the playoffs. Where do you think you gonna finish out? What seed you gonna finish out at?
My brother, man, I just want to be in there, man. I just want to be in there. It would be nice to have that first round bye, win that division, and have that first round bye from where I started from to winning the division.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be a huge accomplishment for your boy. But like Kobe says, the job done. I don't think so.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. So I like to win the division, but job wouldn't be done until we host that trophy up. You know, so that's where that's where we plan to be at, man. That's the moves. You know what I mean? That I made. So yeah, I got healthy people in my IR spot like we needed. So we good.
You said that Lombardi's a little lonely at the house and needs some company.
You know. I want everybody to enjoy this, so I'm like, hey, you can just stay in this IR slot until we need you. Hopefully we don't need you, but stay right there until you're ready, man.
I like that.
Well, talking to you, Stan, and you, Rick, how do y'all feel? Are you guys going for that first pick? Like, how you guys feel your team's gonna do in the back rounds?
Going for the first pick.
Yeah, the constellation bracket.
How you think your
I'm
team's
not
gonna
even in it right now.
I'm gonna say, you see my team? I'm looking out there like last. Like, hey, I'm gonna go to third.
I think only 2 people don't make the constellation though.
Yeah, they get the 3rd and 4th. Yeah.
Oh, so I can slide in there. Okay.
I gotta fight my way into it.
So from 8 to 14, all them teams are gonna be playing while they're
Nah,
playing the
no.
playoffs?
8 to 12.
8 to 12.
Or 8 to 12, you're right.
Yep.
So all them players were playing, and then
So you 13 and 14, you already what, 3 or 4?
Mm-hmm.
At that point.
Yeah.
Rick said, let me go get that 13. I don't need to play for all that. He said, let me join live down here.
Hey, you know, I'm up there.
Okay, so take people out your roster, right? Your lineup right now, dog.
You
You know what I'm saying? And that's all I always be saying. Can a nigga get a pick?
I'm okay with the 3rd and 4th pick because, like, this year the first 2 picks really didn't matter. The draft didn't start until the
But
3rd
you're gonna have
pick.
some sharks up there. It's gonna be different. Laz is not picking first.
Who is it? Fat Boy? Is it Fat Boy?
Who?
We don't know who it is yet.
Well,
Whoever wins the constellation tournament.
Leon's picking 3rd.
Yeah.
Leon got his 3rd pick.
Yeah.
Because Laz ain't making no consolation bracket.
We got the ball.
So-
Kid, come on.
I'm saying who's in that constellation right now. You, Fat Boy, Leon,
Is it Texas going to
and
score?
Dame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Dame.
it's
Well,
7
Dame's-
to 12, ain't it?
Dame's
Not
still
7
in
to
it.
12?
He's still in the playoff
It's gotta
chase.
be.
Yeah, so Dame.
Well, if the playoffs were to
Los,
start right,
yeah, home of the Brave.
Yeah, Leon wins.
JT, Rick, and 49ers game.
Who has Leon's pick? Oh, Dean does.
Dean just got it, yeah.
Which is real good.
Yeah, because of Dean.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, Leon was holding on to Laz's pick. He's like,
Dude,
this is
that
over.
it would be so crazy if Dean won this championship and then Leon won the constellation.
Just saying he would get the first pick next year.
That would
And
be
then he had the 14th pick.
crazy.
Yeah.
No, he traded his first round.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he traded it to who he traded to? He traded to somebody for a receiver.
Dean did?
Yeah. In the beginning, like when he was trying to make that push. Was it
Who messed him up too was Brees Hall. I think that's why he
Yeah.
called it quits too.
He traded it to somebody.
Yeah.
because he was going for a push and then he said nope, it was nothing. He did that biblical A Fox on him.
No, I think he has his first round pick.
I think
Yes.
he is too. I think.
He traded
No, he traded Ricky a 4th for Antonio Gibson, but I'm looking at his roster.
He
That's
traded
it.
third for Aaron Carter. For Aaron
Jones.
No, he traded a second for Aaron Jones, right?
He did. Second and third.
Yeah, so he still has his first round. He
He
didn't trade
had
his
a
first.
second back from
And so he has 2 firsts.
Leon. So
Yeah.
I gave him first and second, so he got that pick back.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so he did get
So
nasty.
if he does win, yeah, he gets.
Man.
And I was telling him, I was like, dude, why didn't you take? You get from first
He
and
said,
second.
let's
Why
keep
didn't you
this
take
thing rolling.
Jonathan Taylor with
Right?
that, bro?
Because he was going to give me the world for Jonathan Taylor, and then he just ended up flipping it.
He's on this.
But that's Leon, man. He wants what he wants. You can't tell him nothing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't want to just give up Jalen Waddle. I wanted to. You had to take Chubb and Waddle. I said, dude, I don't need Chubb. I got 5 running back.
He said, did you look at my team?
Everybody's trying to now focus on, like, okay, what's going to happen now?
Yeah.
UTB, because made a whole lot of shit looking at who's making the playoffs, who's making that playoff run, because there's a lot of good teams in the back that got real good.
Yeah,
but
man.
Did you get real good too late?
Yeah.
The problem.
I think that's a good point.
Office hours are closed now, so everybody.
Yeah,
they
the
close
office,
their
all the
doors.
offices is
Just-
closed.
They're in there sitting there looking at the screen.
All the offices is closed.
It's just on that late round sleeper or that late season sleeper, trying to take it to the next level.
Yeah, but
so when it goes down,
you dropped New England's defense?
Huh?
You dropped New England's defense after they gave you 80?
I traded him to.
Oh, you traded him. Okay, I'm like,
traded him to Sneaker.
yeah, I'm gonna say how'd she get on? Her roster.
She said, I got everything.
Yeah.
She said, I got everything. What you mean?
But they didn't start him this week versus the Jets.
Well, because it's last.
Yeah.
Oh, because Green Bay played Thursday before the trade took place.
Yep.
Yeah.
They took him out, though.
Not a, yeah.
Yeah, they could have took Green Bay out.
Because when you guys solidified that trade on Friday?
No,
He got his players on
it was the same time that I did.
Okay, so y'all made the trade on Thursday then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, he could have took him out, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, last was over there, hit the accept button.
She said, yes. You too? Yes.
And you know what's funny? Because I didn't even look at her team. I was just like, she probably ain't gonna do it. So I was going to everybody else, and then that last conversation I had with Scotty, I was like, let me just throw it out there. Let me see.
That boy, Los was busy. That dude
I
said,
was at work like, pull over this shit.
They said, what is this truck doing right here?
It's crazy because that was the first time Los ever texted me. He's like, come on, man. He said, He said, come on, Travis Kelce went by for a second.
I still gave you. And it's funny too because I listened back to the last pod and you had said last pod and you were like, Scotty, you said you gotta know you only get 75 cents on your dollar.
Mm-hmm.
You in the second form was like, nope, not me. But
you did though.
What I took from listening back was I'm wrong a lot. You know what I mean? I'm wrong a lot about my team. So.
I got that from Uncle Shay, man. He's like, hey, man. I be watching his little podcast and, Undisputed in the Morning. That's what he was talking about. He said, man, when you make a trade, bro, you only gonna get 75 cents to 80 on your dollar. Like when they traded for James Harden, they got less, even though both of them ain't really panned out. Ben Simmons did just drop a triple-double, but he didn't play all last year.
Right, over 10 points.
Yeah, 10 points. 10 rebounds.
It's a triple-double, though.
Exactly.
Rondo triple-double.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, man.
This is a massacre out here, dude.
Stay, you so quiet over there. Look, where your team gonna finish out next year? The same place this year.
Playoffs.
How do you? He talking Ratcliffe.
How do you feel?
he just slid that in there.
He
said the same spot as this year.
I got a first pick, 2 in the second, 2 in the third.
What are you looking like?
I'm be in the playoffs.
You said first, 2 second, 2 third.
He guaranteed the playoffs next year.
I'm be in the playoffs.
Okay.
Icky Ricky, what about
Can't
you?
keep a champ down for too long.
I got place number 1. This is it. If I don't, then
Yeah, if you don't place number 1 next year, then I'm like, bruh. What were you doing?
It's a failed experiment.
Are you gonna stand in it, or are you gonna try to blow it up like I did?
Nah, I'm standing in this one. I done went this far. I gotta go with this. So
Got to see it through, my boy.
like I said, I'm gonna be like staying next year. And I'm just gonna sit there and wait. And just wait. And just wait. And just see what happens.
You said maybe the last day be like Los. You know what, guys?
I don't like my odds.
The thing about it, by that time, like you have teams that are like making that playoff push. It's like, okay, what do I need? He's trading away everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just take something real quick.
But the thing is that Los kind of got lucky because all the big name people that do those type of trades already had made them trades, and so he was like, man, let me get, like, he had to basically like if he would have traded like in the beginning, I guarantee you Scotty would have probably traded him a first for Kelce. And like other people would have traded him a first.
He's got this look like no.
Yes, he would have, dude. And he would have probably tried to get something else with it. But
we talked about Andrew.
Andrew got hurt. I'm like, nah.
Wait, you mean before he got his
commodity right there, man?
Before he got his
I'm talking about like before, if Scotty didn't trade Icky Ricky and he had all his picks, Los could have got a first round pick for.
I could have got after he traded Tom Brady to David.
Yeah.
I was
That's
saying,
what I'm saying. So
okay, that's why I made that trade because Lo said Scotty was in talks and said wide running backs versus McCaffrey and Barkley McCaffrey. Because Los was on the fence right there. And he was putting the message. He was like, oh, not this week. I'm playing. And I'm just like, oh, next week. Because when Scotty smell blood, he gonna sing it every day and hope. All he needs is that one day to see that open, and then you gonna get that, feel your phone vibrator ring. Hey, my brother. That's how you know.
Around 11 o'clock. When the kids go to lunch.
He said, man, why didn't you send me no trade off, bro? Why did you accept that trade, man?
Especially when Vinny's like, hey, man. I appreciate you guys who all did one album. I didn't know you were on the block, bro. Like, I would have been scooped him up. He said, dog, accept you. He said, I knew if I would have sent you a trade, you would accept it.
He said we had an owner's meeting.
Exactly. He said, thank you guys. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then after that, nobody wanted to make trades with me, bro. It was hard, dog. I was like, man, is it the Vinny rule, bro? Like,
you gonna lift the rule next year, Vinny, and trade with him?
What rule?
Trading with Scotty.
That's tough.
Too early to tell.
He said, I gotta see how I feel. It's a feeling type of thing, It's like, sometimes you be out there, you be like, man, this is because, like, he sent me some fire. I'm like, dang, this is a good trade, bro. Nah.
I was like, what?
Because there's a few times I almost picked that push accept for that Waller trade. Because I was like, man, Waller hasn't done nothing for me this whole season. And this dude keeps sending me offers for this dude. I was like, nah. He gonna stay in my IR.
So with Kelsey, do you now wish you traded him?
Nah. Probably get off the IR and go off for this dude. He'll just chill. He'll just be chopping in my IR spot,
Yeah.
I can't trust that dude, Scotty, man.
That's wild, man.
He always sees something that I don't be seeing. Like
Rick taught me how to have the vision, man. So I try to look ahead, man, and have the vision.
Scotty over here, we over here in sweats going to the gym. Scotty come in with his briefcase, his white shirt. Hey, I'm doing this different, y'all. Like after y'all done working out, come to my office real quick. Let's talk.
Yeah, I think the reason why, I think it was, I traded Scotty AR-12. And I think that's the year he won championship, dude.
Yeah. I had Kirk Cousins AR-12.
Yeah. He was like, hey, man, AR, he ain't doing nothing for you, man. He ain't doing nothing for you. I was like, all right, man, you can have it.
John's music playing in the background.
This dude went off for like 40, 50, 40. I said, ever since then, I can't trust this dude. He be saying something I don't see, dude.
But then it was funny because he don't tell this part, though. I had Kirk Cousins. I was like, man, should I play Kirk Cousins? And, Kirk Cousins was a Redskin at the time. I said, nah. Kirk Cousins, he's playing some, I forget who it was a good defense.
Cowboys.
It was, the Cowboys.
It was on Thanksgiving.
We don't really play good versus the Cowboys. Don't play Kirk Cousins. I was like, man, let me play Kirk Cousins. This boy took him like 40. I said, see, man. Yeah, bro. And I went on that run with Kirk Cousins and AR-12 with Gronk. And I think that's when I traded you for Zeke, too. Yeah, I got Zeke that year, too. And then the boy was off to the sunset, dog.
Ain't no trade.
Yeah.
Dude. But what's crazy is that I feel like then we weren't really trading for like picks like how we're trading this.
Except for me, I was always trading Los.
That's the only person you trade Los for first. I think I gave you AR-12 for like
He always get Los that's why I had to cut it off early. Take no picks away because Los' team was real good. Because I already know where he was going. He threw that out there. I was like, man, this is gonna happen. Yeah,
hey, man.
Hey, it was gonna happen for real.
Oh, man. I played this week, but take these. Take these. And then I looked at who else had two good running backs. And I seen Rick. I said, you know what? Hey, Rick, my brother. I got something that might change the game for you.
And like I know Rick, for you. He probably was looking at that like, how can I say no?
And it wasn't doing anything when I made the trade for him.
Say no, Rick. Say no.
Before that, he gave me Washington backfield, which I thought was going to be a Dalvin Cook, maybe 20-ish. So I was like, okay, I can kind of get back from that. And then I really had my eye on Etienne. And I was like, okay, I'll circle back in the third form and still have my same production. But, as I was circling the wagon with Russ, he was telling me, let's ride. Debo's chain been too big.
Oh, my goodness.
He ain't been doing nothing. Carson Wentz went out. Andrews went out. So, at that point, my whole team was like, nothing was clicking at that.
He said, let's ride onto the stable.
He said, it ain't riding season.
He was just making a commercial in the background.
Say, it's winter, Russ.
Play Oregon Trail. They say bad things happen in the winter.
That's what I'm saying. So, after that kind of derailed my whole thought process, because like I said, I was going to get at least, I knew I had to trade like a first to get something back or whatever. So I came a second, lost like a fourth or a fifth for Etienne, and still would have been in the same spot. But then I would have kept on. I would have been like JT and kept on having to buy in because my other players just wasn't working out. So
I'm glad I didn't take Mark Andrews from you. Week 5, I was trying to get him for that first.
I'm glad you didn't take Mark Andrews from me because I would not have Kelsey right now.
Man, Mark Andrews, his value, I had to moonwalk bad. I said, man, first, second, third. And that's what Scotty did. I was telling Scotty, I told him earlier, I got a 4th pin ready. And yesterday, Scotty said, I haven't seen nothing yet. He said, come take this shit. I said, this is what I got. I can't do better, but if it's off the table, there it is. So
I always say, Rick, I was like, hey, dog, you ain't rejected yet. I always call him the next day. I said, still sitting there.
This league crazy. All right, man. So we about to wrap up the podcast. We thank you guys for joining us again another week. Stay 253. We out.
Peace.
Hey.